Pause chum. Pause chum. Shh, 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 shh. Shut up. I'm not a monka.
Enter a world where myth intertwines with reality, and fantastical beings tempt fate and fortune. With a new mechanic and roster, each path, decision, and encounter will paint your journey.
Show me.
Hey Tacticians, I'm Riot Blue Cove, a gameplay designer who's most proud of my work across the legendary units of this set and sets past, Mecha Leona.
And I'm Sloan, the gameplay designer behind the set mechanic you're about to encounter.
We're so excited to welcome you to our new set, Inkborn Fables.
Inkborn Fables.
In the world of Inkborn Fables, brushes with fate and mythical creatures are inevitable. So we created Encounters, a new mechanic that brings the thematic to life. At various points in each game, you'll have chance encounters with legendary beings. They can be just for fun, or literally game-ending. Some encounters have a small impact on your game. If Alawi shows up, she'll grant you some free rerolls. Encounters set, and all tacticians get way bigger, then shrink down a bit, with no gameplay effect.
Oh, great.
Why, you ask? Well, set's just passionate about bulk and cut cycles, and sometimes it's fun to have a more normal game of TFT. Then there are the game-changing encounters.
Oh, shit.
Cho'Gath, for example, gives players a choice. Feed the beast and permanently sacrifice a shop slot in exchange for a reward, or play it safe and keep your shop fully intact.
Oh, I've got to talk about this next one, which comes from some very loud player feedback. Fishing minigame enthusiasts, we see you. When you meet Tom Kench, you'll want to stand in puddles to collect fish for the River King. The more fish you collect, the more loot everyone gets. And then there's the Kane encounter. If Kane appears, he'll announce his return on a predetermined stage. When he returns, he ends the game.
What?
Whether you're first or eighth when that time comes, your fate will stand.
What?
Encounters will show up in a variety of ways and will impact all players equally. Over the course of the set, you'll have the chance to see more than 70 unique encounters, but expect some of the spicier ones to be more rare.
What? So I'm hard winning and the Kane kills me?
Now let's talk about some of the traits you'll discover in Inkborn Fables. First up, Exalted. If you love adapting on the fly, you'll love Exalted. In each game that you play, a new subset of champions will be given the trait, creating novel opportunities. This trait buffs Exalted champions and their adjacent allies, so you can play it as a vertical or splash it into other comps for support. That flexibility is vital because you'll be building dramatically different comps each game as the Exalted roster changes.
All right.
Next, there's Mythic. Mythic units gain a bunch of stats. After 4 combats, these myths become canonical. They just double their bonus stats.
Oh,
Hui,
cool.
League's sad lad artist, will make his debut as a 5-cost Mythic.
Ooh.
His artist trait lets him paint duplicate copies of your benched units.
What?
We're also revisiting a fan favorite, Fortune. So get ready to bring out the thumbnails. But Fortune is especially exciting this time around because for the first time ever in TFT, we're introducing a new character to Runeterra.
Oh.
Our new tank Yordle is an absolute unit.
Yordle,
well, by Yordle standards, because he's only about 4 feet tall. This fluffy fellow will
Buff
join the ranks
Yordle?
of tanky Yordles, aka just Poppy.
Great.
Despite being a 1-cost, he scales nicely into the late game.
I do
Because
see
the more
Teemo,
interest
however.
you earn, the more permanent health he gains.
Okay, now I've got to share my favorites. First up, Fated. Bond 2 units together and you'll make them stronger. Now Kith. Speaking of favorite couples, there's one more unit I want to call out. Zaya and Rakan, who enter the set as a single 5-cost via their unique trait, Lovers. The trait allows you to select which lover takes to the battlefield based upon where you place them. Each lovebird has their own ability that will also tag in their off-board partner for support.
Oh,
Ready
sick!
to build your own hero? Storyweaver champs create a build-your-own summon in the form of Kale. As you write her legend, through reaching trait breakpoints, you'll have the ability to empower her spell, grant her a new passive, or even see her ascend. Now we'll pass it over to this set's engineering lead to give you more info on the 5-cost for Storyweaver that required all new tech to live up to her Blade Dancer moniker.
5 cost? 5 cost? 5 cost? Her? 5 cost on her?
Hey everyone, I'm Anurag, the engineering
Anurag.
lead of Inkborn Fables, who led the tech for Irelia. And I'm here with Winston, the gameplay product lead for this set.
Hey everybody.
Usually when we make a champion in TFT, we have plenty of examples to draw from in League or previous sets for the tech. This was the first time where we had to build the tech for a champion from the ground up, because the concept was just so unique.
When I first saw this, I thought it was her ability, but it's actually just her auto attack. Engineering is at the core of making games. Designers and artists can dream up the wildest things, but it always falls to engineers to figure out how to actually build them. So when design wanted to bring Aurelia's legendary blade dancing abilities into the game, we went to Anurag and said, design wants to do something impossible. So in a real way, we went to engineering to see if we could make the blade dancer's blades truly dance.
I'm really a 20 out of 20.
We wanted Aurelia's missiles to weave smoothly from target to target. At the time, this was impossible. It was hard for us to create missiles with smooth paths that were more complicated than an S shape. We solved this issue by using a combination of Hermite splines.
A what?
These are basically equations that tell a missile how to move in a specified shape from point A to point B. While
Wow!
making adjustments for the chaos
Wow!
in TFT. So
That is
basically,
incredible!
whenever Aurelia hits a target, she decides what the next target should be and how intensely the missile should turn to the next enemy. Then after she hits them, she repeats the process.
And things like this unlock new possibilities for the future of TFT. Inkborn Fables is a prime example of how we're trying to push the boundaries of TFT as a major player within League Tech and the Runeterra.
Ornn is back!
Our new tank yordle unit is, of course, another example of this.
What's his
But there's
name?
even more we've been working on. Balloon, who you know as Aphelios' twin sister, has always been the disembodied voice and never the independent lunar being. Well, now she's making an appearance over us, so she can blast her enemies with
Aphelios'
lunar
sister is in!
Inkborn Fables is the most content-heavy set we've ever created, thanks to the efforts of all of our teams working in harmony, including QA, art, engineering, design, and many, many more. But these teams aren't the only ones cooking up new content and experiences for you. Hey, Alex, can you paint us a
Holy
picture
shit,
of
my
what
hair is
these
actually
cosmetics
standing
that you're working
up!
on?
What the hell? I'm so hyped! That looks incredible! I got goosebumps
Hey,
too!
Tacticians. I'm Alex, a product manager for cosmetics on TFT.
Holy
With
shit.
Inkborn Fables, we're introducing a new way for you to get chibis, little legends, arenas, and more.
Yes, give me all the chibis.
Focus on eliminating some of the randomness you see in Treasure Realms today.
Thank you.
Coming midway through this set, our rotating shop will offer a seasonal selection of in-game content you can buy with a new currency. You'll get this currency through passes, Treasure Realms, and events, regardless if you're a free-to-play player or mythic content enthusiast. This
Mythic
currency will
content
be used in
enthusiast
the
means
rotating
paying a lot of
shop,
money?
where we'll have a changing selection of content, both old and new. And if you don't see anything you like during one shop rotation, you can save up for something in the future. It's about choosing the content you want. The overall goal of this update is to increase agency in how you choose to approach collection. So we're making a couple of additional changes. With the addition of rotating shop currency to Treasure Realms, we're reducing the drop rate of mythic content, but also reducing the price of each Treasure Realm pull along with it.
Okay.
We'll also
That's
be
fair.
adding a milestone reward track, similar to League's Masterwork chests.
Okay.
These changes will result in less investment for each individual pull, more rewards along the way, and
Okay.
more control over
It's better.
acquiring the content you want.
It's
That's it
it's
for
much
me.
better because
Look
right
forward to
now
more
the
info on
box
the
costs a
rotating
lot of
shop
money
as
to
we get
open.
closer to its release. Thanks for supporting TFT, whether you're still repping River Sprite or flaunting your finisher at the end of a fight. Now I'll pass it over to Mariah
Thank
in our Singapore
you.
office to talk about some
Thank
of
you
the
for
new
making TFT
stylish content
awesome.
coming in this set.
We love you, TFT friends. Cosmetic
Hello,
Spoilers.
everyone. Mariah, one of the producers for cosmetics on TFT here, and I'm honored to share what the team's been working on for Inkborn Fables. First, let's get chibified. With the set's release, we're introducing Chibi Morgana and her
Oh, the left one looks so
spellbinding
cool.
variant, Chibi Majestic Empress Morgana.
Okay, I don't like this one.
That's a cool look. Also,
I like the main
during
one.
our release patch is a new mythic variant of a fan favorite chibi. Chibi Spirit Blossom Ari is the perfect chibi to
Of course,
guide your
Ari.
souls to the afterlife.
Where's Katarina Chibi?
But new chibis aren't the only thing in store for Inkborn Fables.
Where's Katarina Chibi?
Pandan is a new species
Oh.
of little legend that's never made a mean face.
Oh, I love this.
Well, they've never never really made a favorite
I
of.
love this.
And finally,
Big mouth.
our Heaven's Celestial Court Arena. Koi points do make the perfect place to relax. Even if that point
Oh, I'm
tends
spending
to
money.
transition into a spirit realm with
Oh,
glowing
my
fish
bank account
circling.
is gone.
With that,
My bank
let's leave you
account
to
is
embark on your own
gone.
journey in the
Oh, for
mythical realm of esports.
Woo! So excited! Wait, are they keeping augments or not? Are we keeping augments or not? Thank you guys so much for watching. If you want to watch more of this, but live, make sure to tune in to twitch.tv/gTroubleinc for more. See you then.